man boy Fox.
What's good?
What's
What's
up,
good?
Mike?
What's happening with you?
Man boy.
Yep.
How Franklin say it? Oh, Mike.
Yeah.
Big fight, November 22nd, Hanover, Maryland, live casino. You, Mark Dawson. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good. I'm feeling excited, man. My last day of sparring was Friday. Finished up. We feeling strong. We feeling sharp. And then shit. Yesterday was I got a lot of recovery in. Went to stretch therapy. Um, cryo. Did all that. Did all that stuff. Let the body recover a little bit. Now I'm out here feeling like a brand new used car, man.
Brand new used car is
Yeah.
hilarious. Yo, do you think fighters put enough emphasis on recovery?
Not early on. Not early on. All honesty, no. It wasn't until my brother messed up his shoulder towards rotator cuff that we really started like leaning into recovery. So I've been leaning into. I stretch, do yoga. The little hype. The little the leg sleeves and all that stuff. So I really started leaning into that stuff when I after his injury, and he just said, "Man, look, if y'all started now." That was his advice to us. Like, if y'all start doing the stuff now, like the stuff he was doing in rehab to get his shoulder back in order, if y'all do it now, it's all preventative. So y'all won't even have to go through that. Slide did that, so hopefully we don't have to go through that.
How many of y'all is it?
It's just me and Tez that box. I got a sister too, but she ain't boxing. She ain't fighting nobody.
Okay. All right. This is a big fight for you. Was it WBA Continental?
Nah, nah.
Oh, I swore it was something on the line for this.
Nah, it's I think that UBO belt they expect me to defend it, so that's up. But I'm I talked to Tony. He had tried to get in touch with. I think he told me he had tried to get in touch with WBA. I don't know if anything came of it.
Okay. Big fight. Mark only has one loss. He lost to Paul Crawl kind of like early in his career. Wait, I gotta make sure the waves is good for the ladies. Uh, but took a loss to Paul Crawl early in his career. But as far as you've been on world level for about shit. I'm gonna say 5 years.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah, at least.
So with you, it's you're facing a highly touted prospect. He had a nice amateur background. For him, this is his second step up after losing in his first step up.
Hmm.
So talk about the significance of this bout. What is this going to do for Mike Fox's career going forward?
I mean, oh, honestly, I think this one is just one to finish up the year. You know what I mean? I think it's a bigger deal if he beats me rather than me beating him. Like, say he's what 13-1, 12-1, something like that.
Yeah.
The expectation is that he's not supposed to really be in the ring with me. I'm supposed to beat him, and
Mm,
I don't look, and I'm not looking to disappoint. It's a like I said, it's a bigger thing if he beats me. If I this for me is just like I said, finishing up the year, and I want to have myself in a position to fight to get a big fight in the first quarter. Like a Roman Villa, Rashidi Ellis, or Giovanni Santillan, somebody like that, and then we win here, we win there, and then we start talking about something big at the end of 2026.
okay, I like it. I like it. Somebody hit me with the time to visit Turkey. Yeah, that's already on my plans, man.
Damn.
Yeah, I'm light right here. So yeah,
Damn.
yeah. Yo, send in if you saying it's time for me to visit Turkey, we're gonna do a turkey fund, man. Send me a super chat, man. Let me
Yeah,
help
send the
bug out
bread.
with that. But
Send the bread. For just one super chat, you can help Jamil get to Turkey.
facts.
Another one that he can get back.
we're gonna bring my shit. We're gonna bring my shit back to
Oh shit!
where it was in the early 2000s.
Got a basketball. You got a ball player headlines, man.
Bro, listen. You still young. You still
Yeah,
young, so everything's good. You know what I'm saying?
yeah.
It get dark. You ain't 30 yet, right? What you 28, 29?
I just turned 30 a couple weeks ago.
Okay. It get a little dark after 35, you know what I'm saying?
So, no, I got 35.
It get dark after 35, Mike.
Mhm.
Just throwing that out there. But when saying that, this would mean more for him than it will be for you. Is there any pressure on you? Do you feel like, all the everybody expects, you've beaten quality guys, you've gotten robbed by quality guys. Everybody expects for you to go out there and for you to perform and not just win, but win decisively.
No, I mean that's the only pressure. Just winning decisive. That's the only pressure. There ain't no extra pressure. I mean that pressure's on me. I just want to look. I want to look exceptional. It's it's a main event. It's I'm the final fighter tonight. All my guys are fighting. I'll have family there. I have friends there. The people on the card that that respect me are gonna be watching. So in that sense, that's the only pressure really. But like and the fact that I I gotta defend the house, but I put that pressure on myself. Don't nobody come down to my like if I go to somebody's hometown, I'm invading. I'm trying to upset the crowd. But when I gotta come home, I'm defending the house. You can't come in my house like you Rick James and step on my white couch and shit. You know what I mean?
Somebody asked who are you fighting next?
I'm fighting Mark
Mike.
Dawson from Philadelphia. Jamil is about to get blackballed in Philly for this interview.
Oh my God. Yo, for everybody watching, I fucks with Mike, I fucks with Mark. So this is gonna be one of them situations where I'm just enjoying the fight, man. Whoever wins, wins. I'll be happy either way.
Hey, your man here is barbecuing you. You see you see pull the Jalen Brown, bro.
Nah, I ain't gonna do that. I ain't gonna do the interview. Yeah. I'm doing a live interview. Yes. Kids. Uh nah, I ain't gonna do the Jalen Brown. All right, so this is Southpaw versus Southpaw,
Yeah,
right? Do you have a lot of experience? Because normally you the guy, fighting orthodoxes. I think the last couple guys, Kendall Castaneda, orthodox,
yeah.
Boyachuk,
Him, Bocha.
orthodox. Who else?
Probably the last three or four were probably orthodox, but I mean I fought some southpaw stuff in my career, and we've been sparring. I mean we were able to get good sparring. It is the thing though, like I am the I am the southpaw that everybody typically calls when they need somebody, tall or short. You know what I'm saying? They be like, "Look, call Mike. You know he'll pull up." And then,
Facts.
but
The
yeah, I always
designated Sebastian Fandora sparring.
yeah. Anybody, yeah. I'm a designated Sebastian Fundora sparring partner and everything. But other than that, yeah, man, I reached out. I found my man Gary. We put in about what 42 rounds together. Um, and over the course of these past 4 weeks, 3 or 4 weeks and whatnot. So, I'm more than prepared. He was the chief sparring partner for Erislandy Law. I mean for Jared Hurd when he beat Erislandy Law. So he put up good work. So I mean I'm more than ready.
How many looks do you get? Do you get like you have one primary sparring partner, and then maybe you just bring the rest of the guys in to fill the rounds, or
Uh,
like how many guys do you like to have in camp with you?
I always like to get a few different looks. This particular time, it was only I reached out to one other guy. He wasn't able to make it down because he said he was coming off an injury. So he said he was about to start back sparring and see how his hand felt. He never actually hit me back after that day. So I figured maybe not. But I wasn't worried because I got somebody that I know is going to show up every time I call.
Okay. Now, are you one of those guys that watch tape, or you one of those guys just adjust on the fly?
A little bit of both. A little bit of both. But I couldn't find much on Mark, so I didn't worry about it. Even in but in those situations, man, you just train to make sure you're at your best. You know what I mean? Whoever's across the ring, like we've had last minute pullouts and things like that before. So in those moments, you had to be able to adjust on the fly. The best thing I can do, I think the most important thing that any fighter is supposed to do is just make sure you firing on all cylinders. Make sure you doing everything you supposed to do. You can't always worry about what the next person gonna do because they worried about what you do. They got to be worried about what you doing too. Y'all both bring y'all shit to the table, and we see who got a better spread.
How long does it normally take for you? How long does it normally take for you to get acclimated to somebody's style?
Mm, a couple rounds, maybe a couple rounds, but most of the time, but most of the time I'm in there trying to like impose my skill set or get that and just get that rolling before he can get going, and then we just start with a lead.
All right, now it's not a hometown fight, but it's close enough.
Mm.
You're a guy that's known to be a pure boxer. And I feel like the only knock that people have on you is that there's times where people feel like you need to go in for the kill. Whereas though you'll be cruising to a 10-0 sweep, but they want to see you step on the gas. Last couple of fights, you kind of been stepping on the gas. So can we expect more of the same?
Yeah, man, we just work. I mean, we just working at it. We just working at it. We working at being more assertive, working at being more assertive, more winning the rounds, and and that eventually that's going to lead to getting guys up out of there, maybe late in the fight, or we catch them early. Just for me, it's just getting off to a quicker start, being more assertive. So you will be seeing you'll be seeing a more aggressive Mykal Fox from here on out. So not necessarily a not a toe to toe. I'm never probably gonna be a toe to toe brawler, but you know I'm not. I don't shy away. I don't shy away from contact at all.
What does the best version of Mike Fox look like?
You saw him a few years ago. You saw him a few years ago. It was but like
Gabriel Mestre?
yeah. That was probably one of still to this day probably one of my best performances ever. And since then, I just been working to build off that. So I'm I'm gonna be pure boxer, maybe an aggressive pure boxer. That's what we'll be able to add. We're looking to add that to the to the to the to the to the description.
What does Mark Dawson possess from the little that you've seen that could make this a difficult fight?
Not really sure. Not really sure. Like I mean, I look at his record. You know what I'm saying? He fought Paul Crow. Paul Crow can fight, but Paul Crow handled him. And then after that, he went on to fight guys with losing records again. So I don't think he, you know, what I'm saying he ain't he says he's hungry, but I mean, it looked like you used to getting fed when it was time for you to hunt. You couldn't secure the kill. So um, I don't know what I don't know what he I haven't seen what he might possess that's going to make me have to worry too much. I don't think he's going to bring anything I've never seen before. I'm just coming. I'm operating at a high level, and if you fall up under that level, that's your problem to deal with. That's not mine.
Now, me and you've done a bunch of interviews where we talked about that you've been victim of classic robberies.
Hmm.
Does that change your fighting? Like, has that changed your fighting style? Knowing that you've been on the end of some fucked up decisions, Gabriel Mestre, Sergey Boyachuk, both bouts where you got knockdowns in.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. So I mean, win, wins or losses, I look at what I can do better. Like even at any point, however the night goes, I look at what I can do better. So yeah, you after each of those fights, I try, I add, we're trying to add something. We're trying to add something. Being this, and mainly, from what I can see, is, I like to think I'm a boxing motherfucker, but but there's times where I just need to be more assertive, more definitive, and That's what I'm looking to do, like in this part of my career. Period. Like since I got back moving in 2024, from 2024 up to now and into the future. We putting our stamp on these fights.
You went from being extremely inactive, fight probably fighting one time a year, and then of course it's always a tough fucking fight where you're on the road, short notice, to being really really active within these last two. Do you feel like the momentum in general is just in your favor?
Yeah, I do. I do. I just think, you know, so I fought back in 2020, and then I broke my hand. I broke my wrist, and then that sat me down for a year. Then I fought my X-ray, and then I fought, and then I had to sit around for another year. Then I fought Mean Machine, and then I sat out for 2 years. I think in just in those situations, just staying active. Even before 2020, I was fighting 4 times a year religiously. You know what I mean? Um, and that, and that's when people were like, "This kid sharp, and sharp, he sharp as shit." So now that I'm fighting, well, I fought 3 times last year. This will be I think the third this year. So I think that's important. Just to, like I said, I'm staying active, stay moving, keep the body loose, keep the body warm. And at any point, I'm ready. I'm ready to get moving. And like I like that I don't have to. Like whenever the next big fight is, it won't be coming off of a long ass layoff. Like it won't, especially not a year. It won't be a year layoff. So I like that for me.
Just moved up to 54, right? You fought quality names at 40 and 47. Who would you got? Ergashev,
Yeah,
Mean Machine. Who am I missing? Sergey Boyachuk, but that was at 60. Gabriel Mestre, um, Lucas Santa Maria. When you look at the landscape, 154-pound division, it currently has a lot of motion.
yeah.
Which path makes the most sense for you?
You mean as far as what, like one of the sanctioning bodies, or
Sanctioning bodies or just fights that you would like,
oh
fights that you think will be good for you in your career.
I mean, like I said, the 154 division has been probably probably the most competitive division at least since at least 2017. You know what I'm saying? 2016,
Hmm.
2017. I think it's been one of the most competitive divisions. I think it still is, especially you got guys that are moving into that weight class. Welterweights that kind of had to sit around or couldn't get moving or outgrew the weight class. Welterweights they're going up to 154 now. This point, and then you still had mainstays. You got Virgil up there. You got Boots up there. What's the Puerto Rican kid's name? Xander's up there. You know, and all these guys are know what their names. Connor might go back down to 47, or Conor Benn might be at 54. I mean, right now the biggest thing for me is secure this win on the 22nd, and then I said, prime myself for a fight against another big name, or just a fight with another name. Um, Early 2026. Like I said, Roman Villa, Giovanni Santillan. Um, uh, I'll travel. I will. My passport good. I travel overseas. Um, fight any guy over there. Just anybody 54 that has a bit of a buzz. Like I don't expect it to be the cream of the crop. At the as soon as 2026 rolls around, but I ain't got no. I'm not lazy. I don't have no problem doing the work towards getting to that point.
Speaking of overseas, it's a fight that I would like to see. Me as just a boxing fan.
Mhm.
Conor Benn defeated Chris Eubank, and he looked he looked phenomenal last night. Eubank, I don't want to be this dude, but Eubank looked cooked. He looked drained.
Yeah,
He looked sluggish. But I still want to give Conor his props because you signed the contract.
right.
Um, Looking at that fight, right? First, what did you think of the performance? And it like looking at the fight, looking at the atmosphere, looking at Conor's style. Is that a fight that you would like to pursue?
That's a fight I would love to take. Eddie Hearn knows who I am. Um, when I was still with Marshall, I mentioned once you see what Eddie want to do with Connor, he was like, nah. And at least that's the story. That's the story I got. But as far
Hmm.
as his performance last night, I mean, I knew the fight was going to be different. I didn't know exactly. I knew. I didn't know which Eubank would show up. I think making 160 2 times in a row. Maybe that might have zapped Eubank this time. It could have. It could have. He's older now. He's 36 or 37, something like that. Cutting all that weight and everything. But Conor McGregor, I said McGregor. Conor Benn, Conor Benn's adjustments weren't even. They were in the ring, but it was more so just his mindset. All the antics that Chris Eubank was up to, hitting him with the egg, and just that that soft speaking passive aggression that he has at press conferences. I think Conor did a better job of staying calm, staying composed, and that showed in the fight. He didn't where the first fight he was hyped up off emotion. I'm just like, yo, like guys like Chris Eubank, they feed off that. They know, like,
Yeah,
anytime, Conor says himself, "I'm an emotion dude. I fight off emotion." It's been working. It's been working for you, and it didn't. But it didn't work for you the first time you fought Chris. But you learn from that. But, credit to him. I think him being calmer and not trying to rip Chris's head off, and he beat the crap out of Chris this time. Like, when you try to do something, when you put in your mind that you try to do something, oftentimes you end up missing the mark. But when you kind of let the shit unfold, that's at least that's how it works in boxing.
I ain't gonna lie. I'm not even mad at him for being emotional in the first fight. Nigga hit me with an egg, bro. It's up.
Yeah, hey, listen, I get it. It was a lot. That's a lot to deal with, but like. But you got, but I mean, you just when you know your enemy likes to poke and prod at motherfuckers, and he
Mm,
comes with that soft spoken, just insults, just like this, and then his dad's dancing everywhere, and there's a lot to deal with, man. That it was like I give credit to Chris Eubank. When it's time to verbally joust. I mean, he does it well, and if you're not, if you can't talk with him, just you
nah,
gotta either ignore him, but you can't react the way that Conor was reacting in the first press conferences and things like that, and all the first audios. Um, you knew, like, yo, he living rent free in his head. Even if he
facts.
this second time, Conor just like, cool, Chris. All right, Chris. Watch this, Chris. Bet, Chris, and just keep it there. And look what he did. He swept. I think, if I'm not mistaken, he like swept the whole fight.
Yeah, he cooked Chris. I ain't even gonna hold
Yeah,
you.
he
I
cooked
thought
him. He cooked him. He stayed calm. He boxed. He cooked him.
I saw Chris on the bike. He had the hoodie on with the like
Yeah,
he had like a sauna suit with the hoodie on, and
yeah,
you gonna get stopped.
yeah. I don't even know why he and he's posting that stuff. I don't even know why. Like, he's showing that stuff.
Yeah,
Almost kind of. I don't know if you're trying to like say it as a to put a post that shit as an excuse or whatever. But like, bro, you signed this contract. You said you could do it. You agreed to the rehydration clause. Like, that's the thing they act like. Is Eubank's career over? I mean, I don't know. Maybe at 160 it is. You can go back to 168, bro.
facts.
37. You 36, 37. 168. There's probably some stuff that could be made there. You know what I'm saying? It's shit. Who you with? You with box? I mean, it's fights over there to be made. They love the UK loves their boxing. There's fights for
I,
him over there at 158. So he only ain't got in his career right now. He could probably collect some cash a few more times, and then ride off to the sunset if that's what he wants.
I wouldn't mind to see Caleb Plant, uh, Charlo,
Yeah.
Berlanga. I wouldn't mind seeing those
Oh
fights.
yeah, all those. Those are good. Those are good fights to have. Especially, I think him and Caleb, they have some interesting press conferences too. So that's the thing. And Charlo needs somebody with a good name to kind of get back with. You know what I mean? He fought Cornflake, and since then, and that was his first fight in years. So, man, shit, make it shit. Go to 68, man. Go get you some money.
Salute to my man BVO. My man says I would love to see King Virgil get a fight. People keep ducking him. Oh, he's trying to troll today. I got you. All
Yeah,
right, BVO. Lead the trolling for your channel, BVO.
yeah.
Lead the trolling for
So,
your channel.
yes.
All right, Mike. I don't know if you're content on staying at 54 because I know last time we talked, you was like at 47. If some fights opened up at 47, you would jump on that. If fights open at 54, you would jump on that. Sparring partner of yours. This is their fight week. Brian Norman Jr., Devin Haney.
Hmm.
How you feel about that one?
I just did an interview recently too about that one, but I just said there's a version of Devin Haney. I think it just depends on what Devin Haney shows up. There's a version of Devin Haney that Brian Norman can beat, and there's a version of Devin Haney that would probably give Brian Norman fits. You know what I mean? And when you talk about which one shows up, it's different because Devin's been through a lot of coaches. If you've seen him socials, he's back with Mickey Bay. I think he's better when he has a coach. We've seen like Bill. I don't know if he's an X's and O's guy as far as as far as his coaching. What Bill has done well is put Devin in great positions to work with the best coaches and the biggest names and get big opportunities. If that's what you want to like. You manage your son's career or promote your son's career. You've done great. Leave it to leave it to a boxing train. Leave it to a boxing train. Mickey Bay seen like Devin and Mickey Bay seen the vibe well. Leave the coaching to him. You know what I'm saying? So I honestly I think his Devin having a different coaching is something noteworthy about this fight. Brian Norman, he's riding high off of what two big knockouts.
Yeah,
Confidence is through the roof. Now I say that the so when we talk about the different versions, the Devin Haney that fought Ramirez, I don't think I think Norman can beat that one. The Devin Haney that fought Regis, uh, that Devin would give Brian Norman fits. So in that fight, I think like I said, we got to see which Devin shows up. I think it's all based on Devin. To be honest, that fight is all based on Devin and how he shows up. Brian is showing up to do. Brian is showing up. He trusts his coach. He know what he's here to do. He knows he's the underdog. He's not worried about it. Shout out to shout out to Brian though. That was funny when he said, "Man, stop biting Floyd's lines. You think you gonna bite Floyd's lines and nobody gonna catch you?" That was funny. That was funny.
now, like you said, Brian's known for his power. I think his skills are underrated.
Yeah,
Or coming off of three, because he broke Santion down.
yeah. He gave him the breakdown.
Yeah, he sat Quavers down and then put Jen Sasaki lights out.
Yeah, I mean, I say with the Santion fight, I think that's honestly a true testament, kind of his punching power. Santion, he can fight.
Mm,
He was coming off of beating Rocha and putting the mitts on Rocha. Um, the Derek Quavers guy I had never really heard of. Jen Sasaki, they say the story is after that fight he lost 3 months of memory. And I mean, look, you do a knockout like that, you hear that, you take that, you run with it. But to me, the reality of it is, I think Jin Sasaki left a lot in the gym. You know what I mean? If you when you lose and talk about you got hit and you lost 3 months of memory, that wasn't just that fight with Brian. That was who you were probably getting ready with. Maybe some fights before that. Because from what I see from Sasaki, it didn't look like defense was high on his to do list anyway.
mm.
Credit to Devin. I said Devin. Credit to Brian Norman. Though he still got the knockout. He did what he was supposed to do. But like I asked around a couple people like, yeah, I sparred Brian. Yeah, that nigga hit hard as shit. Like he can fight. He's athletic. That wasn't the experience I had when I sparred Brian. I didn't feel like he hit me with anything I had never felt before. Like some of the hardest punches I actually got hit with. Probably still like the hardest like one punch I kind of felt was probably still Ergashev. Caught me right in the liver. That shit, I'm like, God damn, I got 9 more rounds of this shit.
So, but would you describe Brian as a puncher? Because that's what everybody raves about. His power, his power, his
He's
power.
a power puncher. I don't know about maybe a knockout punch. Honestly, I think it's more, but I think it's more to do with he's athletic. He's real athletic. He got some got decent feet under him. He does a lot of things good. Those are good punches. But like I said, when I sparred him, I mean we had 16-ounce gloves on and things like that. But that's not. I didn't feel nothing crazy from him. You know what I mean? He's a good boxer though. Can't take nothing from him. But like the power punching he's showing wasn't my experience with him. That's all I can. That's all most I can say about it.
Mike, if you had to lay money on the wood, who would you go with? Or do you need to see the weigh in? For me, I'm not gonna have a pick until I see the weigh in.
I mean, it's all. If I was to bet right now, right this second, I would probably off of ring experience due to the ring experience and things like that. I would give it. I would probably if I had to bet, I probably would take Devin. I wouldn't bet no hella money. Bet no hella money on either one. I mean, like I said, it's still Devin has questions that need to be answered still. Um, I mean, Brian Norman's the person that's gonna get those answers out. I mean, I'd say to whatever y'all think of his resume. I can say how Brian Norman fights. If you do have questions, if you do have questions about his opponent might be in for a long night.
All right. I don't want to keep you here too long because I know you in camp
That's all good.
and you got your training, you got your recovery. But I want to play a game with you, right?
Uh huh.
Best I ever faced, right? It's either amateurs, professionals, or sparring. I'm going to name an aspect of boxing. You think about who's the best person that you ever faced that has that attribute.
Okay.
Okay. All right. Let me get some water. For anybody watching, Mike done been in the ring with just about everybody. You name it, but he didn't either fought or sparred.
Yeah.
Biggest puncher.
Um, in the pros, it would be
No, just period. Period.
throughout
It don't
my entire.
throughout throughout. So yeah, and for people watching, Mike done been here with Thurman, Timzu, Tank, you name it. Boyachuk,
All
all
right.
those
Well,
guys.
biggest puncher, the closest I've probably ever been to sleep. Um, they got it's Tank. He called me. It was 24. It was 2014. We spawned at headbangers. Honestly, I think I was at this time I was fighting at like 135. He might have been at 30
Wait, you
or
was fighting
between.
at 35?
Yeah, like at the very start of my career, I was 18. I was 18. 18. Tank was 19. I was 35. He might have been 30 or 26. He was moving into 30, something like that. Throw an overhand left. That don't stiffen my legs up. So Tank.
Tank. Now, what kind of like, there's heavy punchers, there's stunning punchers, then there's like explosive, like shotgun punchers. Like, how would you describe his power?
Um, it was it was it was sharp. He's not he's not a thudding puncher to me. He's a just off of his boxing acumen. You know what I mean? He slipped. I think I shot a jab. He rocked for it. Boom, overhand left. Like by the time I saw it, it was already on its way down. You know what I'm saying?
Oh shit.
Yeah. I was like, boom. I'm like shit. And then I felt my legs kind of stiffen up. Like I don't think nobody really saw it, but like instinctually, like I was there. My mind's there. My leg, I can feel your body. My body's betraying me. It's not doing what I wanted it to do. So I'm like rocking a little bit. I just put my hands up tight, and then I just brace for impact. He jump in, I tie him up, and then the next day I'm boxing like shit. Like that, I never want that to happen again.
Okay.
Yeah, keep it a bean. I boxed him to the point. He like all right, that's it, Joe. Like we did, like we were all rotating. There's a bunch of people there. He got two. We got two. He had like two. He got two. They're like, nah, he tall as shit. I'm from as far as I can. I ain't even throw no hooks that second sparring session. I'm like, I ain't throwing no looping shot. And just walked him through as many straights as I could. And then he's like, man, fuck that. I'm done with that shit today. Done with that jumping around shit today.
Yo, y'all been fighting each other since kids, right?
Yeah, we fought 3 times as amateurs. We always sparred a lot. We sparred a lot, and then after that was probably our last sparring session. And no, it wasn't. It was like 2015 was our last sparring session up until he fought. He was getting ready for Mario Barrios.
Okay. Hand speed.
Gary Antoine Russell. Just always, all of them have always been like lightning fast. They are without a doubt, the fastest combination puncher I know.
You know what's crazy is that when people think about Gary Antoine Russell, they don't think hand speed. I didn't think hand speed. I saw him work out at Gleason's gym on a media workout.
Yeah, well, y'all caught him on fight week.
No, but even with that, because a lot of times he smothers his work because he's pressing dudes, he's breaking them down. So you really don't get a chance to see it. Man, I saw that media workout. I'm like, from then on, anybody that he's about to fight, I'm like, Gary, like when they were talking that Rayo Valenzuela shit, I'm like, bro, he gonna stop him.
Yeah, I knew it. I'm just gonna take him to school. Like the thing is, even with that fight, Rayo only just started boxing dudes when he fought like Isak Cruz. he's normally on the front foot. I said, Joe, he's not gonna be able to take the front foot when he fights Gary. Gary's gonna be applying pressure, stepping in with 6 to 7 punches at a time. And he ain't had the hand speed for that. And I knew so they fought the night of they fought the night Tank and Lamont fought. I'm at my mother's house. I got my relatives there. They're like, "Oh, Mike, you know all these people?" I said, "Yeah." I'm like, "He about to smoke him." And they're like, "Okay, we gonna see." And I'm just sitting. Now I'm sitting back looking like the guru and shit. Like, I told you, his hands is too fast. That's like he don't box good enough to fight. Riyadh don't box good enough to fight Antoine Russell on the back foot. He might. It's certain people he might do it with, but you know.
You ever sparred Big Gary?
No. He was always older. Believe it or not, there was a time where he was bigger than me, and then there was never a time. I don't think he ever needed me. Well, you ain't never needed. You ain't fight nobody this tall.
Yo, them dudes, they amaze me. They fast with 18s on. How the fuck you fast with 18s on?
Yeah, all of them. Hands, like they all know, like they all. Regardless, so before their father died, they all learned under the same kind of and then each brother was like a better version, like or by the time each brother rolled around, the system was just better. The system just was better, and then they even had brothers that boxed, but they stopped boxing, went on to do other stuff. They could fight too, like
You talking about Gary Allen?
That one, and then there was Busu. He died. And then there was one that was younger than, huh?
They call him Batman, right?
No, I don't know about Batman. I know him as Busu.
Okay.
Yeah,
I remember it was a dude that he used to come on like a boxing channel, and he was, I don't know what, it might have been like the barbershop or something like that. But yeah, I think he passed.
Allen Russell too. I was like, look, my man was hit me. He said, man, some dude he knew was on the phone. He said, man, it's this dude in here, man, saying he blah blah blah, knocking shit out of the eye. He said, I'm about to steal this nigga. His name said he used to box. His name Allen Russell. The man was like, hey Joey, don't fuck with him. Leave him alone. Whatever he's saying, don't. I'll tell you, don't fuck with him, Joe. You don't want that. And I think we said later on he told him like, he's fat now, he overweight now, but that motherfucker used to be one of the sharpest niggas around here. And then some dude in the out thought shit was gonna be sweet. Like, nah, dude, you about to get your ass clipped.
They may not have 12 rounds in them, but they got 5 seconds in them. And 5 seconds is all they need.
Shit, Allen probably still got about a good minute and a half of fighting them, and them niggas out in the streets don't have that in them. But he's saying he was gonna try to throw hands with him. My man like, hey Joe, no, don't do that, don't do that.
All right, foot speed or footwork in general.
That's a tough one. I might have to get back to you on that one. Let's see. Or were you just good movement period, not necessarily a
Yeah, just good footwork.
just
Like
good
the
footwork.
best
Just good footwork.
the
Okay,
best footwork you've seen.
best footwork I've seen, best footwork I've been up against would be it could be it's gonna be one dude probably nobody ever heard of. His name was RG Tyler. He got he was killed some years ago, but he was always where he needed to be in the ring. Like and the thing about this dude is no matter what gym he went to, he took what he wanted from the gym as far as like the skill set, but he didn't let them like mess up what he did well. One thing, he was really good counterpuncher. He was he was really good counterpuncher, and he was really good, and he was always in and out of position where he needed to be. He was where he needed to be without taking too many steps or tripping over his feet or anything like that. It would probably be RG Tyler. He fought Scooter a bunch of times in the amateurs. They used to call him Quick. They used to call him Quick.
Okay.
He fought Scooter. I remember he fought Scooter a bunch of times, and yeah, he was brilliant. He was a great boxer.
Hey Mike, it don't gotta be a known person. This is your story,
Yeah,
your
well,
truth. So
yeah,
it could be somebody we never heard of, a guy that just came to the gym one day.
yeah.
All right.
Yeah, it was either him or Keyshawn for like the same reason that he always where he needs to be in the ring without exhausting himself or using too much energy. He ain't neither one of them were necessarily just floating around the ring because they didn't have to. They knew where they needed. They step in, step out, step to the left, step to the right. That to me, that's good footwork. Good footwork requires knowing where your feet are, knowing where you need to be.
Best jab.
Best jab. I tell you the hardest jab I got hit with, and he did it by accident. DeMar Nicholson. That motherfucker, that shit hurt my fucking face, cuz. I shot in, he just stepped back, and like that wasn't even as hard as that. Boom, and he already outweighed me. Point like, I step back like in my mind like that shit hurt so bad.
Felt like a right hand.
Fuck yeah,
Oh, my
fuck
man
yeah.
the side, the plumber said, who'd you say? The guy Quick. What was his
Quick.
first name?
His name was RG Tyler.
RG Tyler
Yeah, yeah, quick.
and Keyshawn Davis.
Okay,
That's
yeah,
the
those
second one.
two.
All right, you
But
said the
yeah,
jab, right?
yeah.
Now, was it a
Demar
jab that
Nicholson.
he stepped into, or was it like a flick jab that just had a snap to it?
It was so like I shot in. He stepped back, but he had his feet up under him, so he ain't really step in, but he just pow put his shoulder into it, and that don't pull it. I'm like God damn in my mind, like God damn, that don't slim. I mean, we were just moving around because we was waiting on our people to get ready and stuff like that,
Mm.
and you know what I'm saying, man, just come on, Mike. I'm like, all right, cool, bet. And we done, and he just I stepped into one the wrong way. I'm like, fuck, that hurt.
Defense.
Ooh, there's people I struggle to hit. Trying to think of everybody I've been in with. Oh, man. That honestly, that one Mike could go to quick as well. He was hard to hit. He was hard to hit. He was
Okay.
he was hard to hit, and he could counter. Like I say, he countered really good. He step in, step out. He'd slide in, slide around you and shit. So you know, what I mean, he was hard to nail down. So I give it to him again, man. Rest in peace to quick.
IQ.
IQ. Maybe Lamont Rose Jr. It might be
Okay.
Lamont Rose Jr. He's like we don't spar often. But when he does, it does challenges my IQ because he knows how he does know how to make adjustments. He has things that I know about him that I can take advantage of when the opportunities present themselves. But his mind's always working, and he probably has the best poker face. No matter what's going on, he keeps the same face, so you can't even tell when in his mind his like when his mind moving when he so whatever adjustment he makes it. He don't show nothing. He don't his eyebrows don't raise no shit like that. He just
Mm.
make the adjustment and then so it's a lot of this.
My man Benjamin Harrington asks, "Have you ever sparred boots?"
I have not. I was trying to I was trying to get up there. Mill was trying to get me up there, but I just got back in town. He was finishing up his camp, and I needed to tighten back up before I came up there. But maybe in the future, soon.
Yeah, Mike was balling on the cruise. You know what I'm saying?
I wasn't balling on the cruise. I was
It looked
away.
like you was balling to me.
No. I was chilling, man. I'll be chilling.
Yo,
Not
you ever
yeah,
know
but
people in the
I
comments?
had a busy summer, Joe. I had a busy summer. I had to go to I went to Cali for a board chuck. Went to Australia, sparred Tim, and then I fought Kendo Castaneда. Then I earned that break. That was May, June, July. That was 3 months of me just fighting and
Facts.
working. I was tired. Honestly, that was the first time. And in all honesty, Mill, that was the first time I ever felt like a little burnt out. Like this what I'm thinking, sitting around like I don't even feel like I took a Friday off. Like I ain't even working out today. I went into the gym and everything, but I ain't even work out. I was like, is this what burnout is? And then by the time I
Probably.
got back, by the time I got back, I was ready to go. I went to a pro box card in DC. Got watching everybody fight got me excited to get back rolling. I needed that. I needed the break and I needed the motivation too.
Osai, he fights this Saturday. Live Casino, Hanover, Maryland. He's fight Mark Dawson. It's a great fight. Pull up if you can. Great fucking fight, yo. That's November 22nd, this Saturday, Live Casino. Mike Fox, Mark Dawson.
Yeah, and
MDA, he asks you staying at 54.
yeah, I'm probably staying at 54. It's where it seems like more is happening at 54 right now.
Okay. Yo, if people in the chat, you ever notice when a dude that's getting money, you call him out on getting money and you be like, oh, you was doing this. And they be like, oh, no, I was chilling. It wasn't nothing that heavy. They always downplaying shit.
Nah,
You know
because
what I'm saying?
I can't have people thinking that I'm have more money than them. They gonna rob me and be like, damn, that's it. I said, nigga, I told y'all niggas I work for my money like y'all work for y'all money. I have a job. I have a box and I have a job. Okay, don't mean you know what I'm saying. Nice. I drive me a nice little humble car. I'm in an apartment currently. You know what I'm saying. If you rob me, you just gonna be practicing.
Yo, but don't you live in PG?
Yeah.
That's where all the rich black people live. Come on, Mike, stop it.
There are rich
That's
black
where
people.
all the
I'm
rich
not one
black
of them.
people live.
I'm not one of them. PG County has rough areas too, buddy.
We
PG
don't.
County isn't just Bowie, Maryland. You don't even know what Bowie, Maryland is. I don't even know I'm happening.
I know what Bowie, Maryland is.
Yeah, Bowie, Maryland, Crofton. Those are the nice places. All right, but there are But PG County has its nice areas and has its bad areas.
All right, so Khadijah says she from
shout out
PG.
to Khadijah Denise from PG. Let's go.
Yo, they call your county Wakanda. I
That is
didn't
a
make
nice
that up.
thing for them to
I didn't
say.
make that up. They
That's
call
a
it
nice thing
Wakanda.
for them to say. That's a nice thing for them to say. Khadijah, back me up. Tell him we be.
For anybody watching, they call it Wakanda because that's where all the black people with the money is. All right.
Hey, listen. We face gentrification just like everybody else does.
Damn, yo. That's that upset me. That really did.
Hey, listen. There are some wealthy black people. I love to see. I love to see it. I love to see it. But people would. But yeah, they thank you. The PG is where the people that think they're rich live. Okay. That means there's another echelon of money, and it ain't in PG County. And
Yes.
DC has its nice areas too. DC has its nice areas.
MDA. Yes. If you go to Google that shit, if you
What?
Google top 10 richest black areas, like 6 of those are going to be in PG County. These are facts. These are
That was
facts.
probably like a couple years ago.
All right, so.
I don't have money. I don't if it's a rich county, I don't know where the money is. They don't tell. They say that's where the money resides. I done lived here my entire life, nigga. I haven't seen it.
All right, so what do we got? Chin. Who had the best chin?
It's hard to say. I don't. Apparently, I can't punch, so I'm not the person to ask. But I could. If we base off of like people I've seen, take some serious joints, take some good punch. Shit, I don't know. PG County is not in DC. PG County is in Maryland. DC is its own district. District of Columbia. I mean,
It's like right outside.
Yeah, right outside. Yeah, right outside each other, right beside each other for real. But as far as chins go, I mean, Tank ain't never been down. Lamont Roach Jr. has never been down.
Yeah, the motherfuckers was ripping, yo.
Yeah, they was
They was ripping, yo.
Yeah, neither one of them been down. Who else? Yeah, those two that I can think of off top. Yeah.
Inside fighting.
Inside fighting. Lamont Peterson. I can't believe that easily. Lamont Peterson, great body puncher. He's strong. He's physically strong too. It's like So nobody like he busted up my brother's rib one time. It wasn't severe, but like for a little while, Tez had to stop sparring for like he stopped sparring for like a week. Yeah, I think he might have still sparred on it, but that joint was humming like a motherfucker. I like told him like, dude, chill out. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, Lamont Peterson's inside. I mean, you can't sit. You couldn't really sit. You saw like when he fought with Kendall Holt and Kendall Holt laid on the ropes. Nah, Joe, you don't do that with him.
All right, last two. Physical strength.
Physically, like who's physically strong? Like really. There was this kid dude I used to train with. He was he had started by he was short, He had started boxing, but he had came from like his father had like a landscaping business, right? So that was just like strength and conditioning in its own right. This motherfucker was strong as a bull. Like he could punch hard. Like my father taught him how to punch hard. His name's Carlton Gray. So taught him how to punch, but like anytime somebody would try to grab him and tie him up, he all short. He'd just sling him off and boom, like the mother go flying across the ring too, like you know what I'm saying? So yeah, like so Carlton Gray. That's the only thing I can think of right now.
All right. Last one, gas tank.
Oh. Kid name his name is Kobe Abridi. He's from Barbados.
I know Kobe.
Yeah. That motherfucker's like a energizer bunny. Like this is the thing. I used to even when we had like it'd be like they come to my gym, Kobe come to my gym with his team, and then maybe another group of people come to the gym. If we all sparring, if it was left up to me, I made sure I sparred Kobe first. I didn't want to spar Kobe on the back end. You know what I mean? Like Kobe had cleanup. I was like, fuck. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, cause he jumping in and out around you. Like he had some good feet too. He'd jump around you, but he'll jump in, jump out, but he would like sling like a lot of looping shots. Like that motherfucker's on you like a motherfucking like a starving man on a sandwich, man.
Yo, starving man on the sandwich is crazy, yo.
Yeah.
All right,
Or
Mike.
or to translate for anybody from Philly, a starving bull on a cheesesteak.
Bull, bull,
Starving
bull.
bull on the cheesesteak.
No. You give me too much L. Bull.
Bull.
The
Starving
bull.
bull on the
Yeah,
cheesesteak.
young bull.
Yeah.
This Saturday, November 22nd.
Yes.
You, Mark Dawson.
Right.
What can we expect?
And expect a long ride home if you coming from Philly. That's what it is. It's gonna be a long ride home, bro. Mark
That's how
Dawson's
you
not
feel?
beating me in my house. Mark Dawson's not beating me in my house, bro. I'm not getting.
Yo,
I'm not. It's my first main event at Live. I'm not losing in my house.
we was trying to set up a head to head. Hopefully we get that done this week where, we have y'all both on, y'all talk about the fight.
Yeah.
But Mike, I can't wait. This is gonna be a great fight. I'm driving down.
My man.
I know G's pulling up.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, great fucking fight. That's
Yeah.
Hanover, Maryland, live casino. This Saturday, November 22nd.
Yes.
Jeter Promotions. Mykal Fox, Mark Dawson. Y'all gotta pull up, yo.
Hold up. This Saturday, man. I see y'all in the office.
All right, Mike, I appreciate you. Hope you had a great camp. Looking
Yeah.
forward to you putting on a show, man. Not too good though.
Yeah.
Not too good.
Listen. Get that all polished up.
I got you.
So when you cry, it runs down. It runs all the way down.
I got you. I
Nah.
appreciate you,
Real
Mike.
talk. Nah. Good to hear from you, Mill. Man. Shout out to YSM. Shout out to YSM Sports Media. Shout out to I ain't shouting out Philly till after the 22nd.
All right. Appreciate you, Mike.
All right, dog.